Good morning, YouTube. There's a lot of things that I could talk about today that have pissed me off in the last 24 hours, but I'd rather talk about something innocuous and start my day on the sunny side. So I'm going to talk about something kind of strange in the whole being a low level, just emerging to mid-level YouTuber. There's 250,000 channels better than mine, as per Social Blade telling me so. But I have shared a lot of helpful insight about what it's like to be a YouTube partner in the past. That I keep getting comments on those videos year after year. With just little tricks and little tidbits of information about what happens when you get to just above, the rest of the millions of people who have channels that aren't as good as mine. So, one of the things that is a strange thing about YouTube is the thumbing system. Now, you can thumb up or down. Every video that you put up, people can up thumb or down thumb your video, unless people remove the ability to thumb the video, and that's up to the video uploader. I leave thumbs on for everything. Now, it didn't used to be this way. There used to be a star system. You used to rate things just like on Google reviews, 1 star to 5 stars. So the worst you could give someone was a star, which affects the average of stars, because you can't give anyone a 0 star if you're going to use a rating system where there's just 5 stars and you have to click on one. You can't give someone a 0 star, so you can never affect negatively the average as much as you want. When Google acquired YouTube, it later went away from the whole star system, mostly because most people either put a 5-star or a 1-star review on things. They didn't do much in the middle, and that's a psychological experiment in and of itself that we can all learn from. When you have surveys and Likert type scales where you're supposed to rate something from 1 to 10, you'll have a lot of people who will be extremists, always going for the 1 or always going for the 10, depending on whether they liked or didn't like it. And there's a couple people who will always try to go right down the middle and say meh, 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 meh. And YouTube was changed to go away from that and just reflect the up thumb or the down thumb. This is why, before the day that they changed it, May 5th, 2011, the number of likes and dislikes aren't exact. Now, that was the day that they decided to convert all of the 1 stars and 5 stars into thumbs. That way we could add those to our totals. Now, my total for likes as of this video is 42,441, and my dislikes are around 5,567. So I'm no stranger to either type of thumb. I mostly get more thumbs than down thumbs. I don't really see a change in thumbing when I mention thumbing in a video. I get roughly the same amount of thumbs that I would in the previous video that I didn't mention thumbing at all. But there are some weird things that I think about thumbing. And this whole idea to make this video came about because yesterday I made a video and it got a couple hundred views, right? and it made it to 124 up thumbs without a single down thumb. And I've joked around about, you're not really making a good video that isn't preaching to the choir if you don't at least get a couple down thumbs, Why would you want to make a video that everyone agrees with? But apparently on that video, I was, like Eminem said, just talking about what you're all talking about at home, and, this is what you say around your own coffee table. So, it was well received. Awesome. But I've had this thing going for many of my videos that immediately after uploading the video, almost immediately, I'm going to get 3 to 5 down thumbs before I ever get an up thumb. And when I didn't get my down thumbs on that video, I was like, oh, where are my down thumbers? I hope they didn't get into a car accident and taste their own blood before the gas truck exploded and sent them burning to hell. But, yeah. I was wondering, where is my down thumbers? I have some people that are just subscribed to me just to down thumb as quickly as they can, because I think they think that they're influencing the way that other people see my videos. Like if they come to my video and there's already 5 down thumbs, it's like the next people who watch it before any thumbs get added to the positive side, they're thinking, everybody seems to dislike this video. I wonder if I'll dislike it. And normally it doesn't take but, 10 minutes for my positive thumbs to be more than double the negative thumbs that immediately appear. And then I don't normally get a lot of negative thumbs after that, And it does kind of influence the way that other people see your video. And it also influences whether or not they thumb. Because you'll see on a video where the thumbs are very close to, the up thumb or down thumb. It's kind of like Little League softball, where they throw up the bat and then one catches it, and then they try to see whose hand is going to be on the top. And then that's the winner. When you see a close thumb count, that kind of gives people the power to tip the scales the other way, and they feel more inclined to thumb. And you can get a runaway thumb war, but when just like 100 thumbs hit my video and there's 0 down thumbs, what would one down thumb really mean at that point? So thumbs do kind of affect the way that other people thumb. Maybe people are just priming the pump on down thumbing me when they add those down thumbs automatically before they've even had time to watch my video. I don't know. But this is also exploitable with sock accounts, in that I don't know if it's 5 different people all down thumbing as soon as I upload my video, or if it's one person who is very, very quick or has multiple types of browsers open with different YouTube accounts, that he just goes down and, makes sure that anyone of a certain persuasion on YouTube gets that kind of down thumb right away to prime the pump for more down thumbs. And maybe they just want to be represented more. They don't feel like one thumb is enough for them. They are worth the weight of 5 thumbs, not just one. And in that it's exploitable, I've actually been accused, when somebody makes a video about me, of logging in with 50 different sock accounts and being able to thumb down their videos, and I know how many accounts I actually have access to, between collab channels and the few different accounts that I have on YouTube, and I don't have 50. I don't even have 20. But yeah, when someone gets 50 down thumbs, they'll be like, "Agent of Doubt, you used all of your socks. Those aren't real people thumbing me." Ah! I remember T Master 1978 thinking like that. Because people have nothing better to do than to try to persuade other people's opinions with down thumbs. That's why I think it's important to make your first 1,000 down thumbs, to just get the fuck over it. Down thumbs are going to happen. But it's also exploitable in a different way. If somebody has a bunch of different sock accounts or accounts that they use, they could upload their video to begin with, unlisted, and then start it out with a couple thumbs, and then set it to public so that when the first people watch it, there's already a few up thumbs, and it will look like a more well-received video to everyone who watches it from the get-go. We'll call that the unlisted pre-flight warm-up. So, there's also other factors that are greatly influencing the thumbs, especially in the past few years. One of which being Facebook. Now, it used to be that you didn't have embeds on Facebook. You could share around a link, but whenever anyone would click on that link on Facebook, it would open in a browser, and it would count for the view count, and people would be taken right to the page where they would be able to engage with thumbs or down thumbs. And the difference is, on Facebook, your video gets passed around, and whether or not it, as an embed, adds to the view count, if people simply click like on Facebook, that doesn't translate to an up thumb on YouTube. So by YouTube's algorithm, you're getting less engagement because your video got posted to Facebook, because Facebook is stripping engagement from your video. If somebody leaves comments, either positive or negative, you're not going to see them necessarily on Facebook if your video gets posted to Facebook, because it's removing comments that should be in the comments underneath your video and placing them on someone's Facebook page or in a group that can be closed off to everyone. And that engagement is something that Google's algorithm uses to decide whether it's going to promote your videos or not. So if you have videos with not a lot of engagement, you're fucked. And Facebook has halved, at least, the amount of engagement on YouTube. They're in a giant videos war. Since then, since Facebook switched away from just having a link that would open in a different browser, we now have embedded videos on Facebook, which, it strips there's less thumbing on YouTube, there's less comments on YouTube, and there's less flagging, because it adds another level of who's responsible for the content. Is it the person who makes the very insightful video, inciting people to hate them? Or is it the person who takes their video and, like a troll, goes and posts it into a Facebook group that is, made up of people that are the exact opposite mindset? Choose whatever mindsets you want to use for that formula there. The troll could be banned from the group, even though the content could be so offensive that maybe if people had first seen it on YouTube, they might have flagged it right there on YouTube. Instead, they can remove the post from their Facebook group or ban the person who posted it, which adds another level of responsibility for how offensive the content is. And a very big difference on Facebook is that there are only likes in that arena. There's no such thing as disliking things on Facebook. It's been talked about for a decade. Like when is Zuckerberg going to add the dislike? It's actually been like an April Fool's joke news story that they were going to add dislikes, But it makes for basically an environment where the only thing that you can ever do is like. And so when you're promoting things on Facebook, you can have a page for yourself and there's no down thumbs there. And that attracts a certain kind of person who doesn't want negative reviews at all, because they can manage to look like they are having an open discussion about something and have no down thumbs at all. So it's all positive. And I think that's part of Facebook's allure to people who want to promote themselves, is that there is less trollishness, and it's easier to lose an account that's a sock account on Facebook. It's harder to have an army of sock accounts to use on Facebook than it is to have a whole bunch of accounts for YouTube. Facebook has a way of monitoring the friend requests of sock accounts, that are trying to make themselves look like they're real accounts. And if an account was just started today and goes right into a specific group and starts talking about, the opposite of what the group's about, then Facebook has ways to deal with that, and they treat them like a troll and ban the whole account. Just throwing out a whole bunch of unwanted friend requests around could get a troll account banned. Whereas on YouTube, subscribing up to like 75 people a day is the limit, but you can do that, and you can leave a whole bunch of comments everywhere and upload a few videos, and then poof, you look like a normal YouTuber. You can't really hide the day that you made your account, but there are a lot of people who have sock accounts that are old, that are more than just a day old. They're years old. And there's a big difference. There's a big difference when the down thumb is available, It's a huge difference between Facebook and YouTube, and they're having this video war where they're vying for ad revenue. And so Facebook does things to its platform which gains ground every day, and it's growing faster than YouTube. It does things to its platform to strip YouTube of engagement so that its platform looks better. I mean, it can host YouTube videos on it and steal all of the engagement, So it's going to come to a head where people who complain about bullying are going to move their entire operations over to Facebook, because the down thumb is something that they're going to say, well, spam down thumbs are bullying. Even though you can disable ratings, and you can even disable comments, they're still going to favor a platform where negative engagement is not even possible, And in that way, Facebook will gain another foothold in that demographic. And what's horrible about the down thumb is that it was supposed to be a way, originally, when it was the star system, it was supposed to be a way to gauge quality of a video beyond the number of views that it got and beyond the number of comments. It was supposed to be a way to gauge the quality of that video, and it turned into a way to gauge just engagement, because it further anonymized people when they left this negative reaction. You don't have to leave a nasty comment for someone with even your channel name, which could be not even your own name. You're already behind one level of anonymity there. But when you down thumb a video, it doesn't even get shared in your feed. You know, like whenever I up thumb a video, because my Twitter account is connected to my YouTube account, it gets tweeted out. And I'm cognizant of this because people appreciate that I'm promoting their videos as I up thumb. But when you down thumb a video, it doesn't get turned into a tweet that says, I disliked this video on YouTube. It doesn't. You have to actually do that extra step, and it gives you a way to leave negative criticism on someone without without a trace. You know, without it coming back to you and somebody asking you, hey, why did you down thumb that video? And that's something that we need to look at as far as the differences between our given medium here on YouTube and the other places where only positive outcomes are allowed. Because the people who go to those places aren't interested in our criticism or the YouTube way. They're interested in promoting themselves, and we're losing a lot of people who they just can't stand criticism. Anyway, that's enough of a ramble for you today. Tomorrow, I think I might talk about some people who lost a lot of subscribers lately and why. And until the next ramble, drive safe.